How's it going, everyone? Brand the Savage and the Savage Ladies of Metal in Chicago, Illinois. Here today with David Shankle. How you doing, David?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me. You rock. Glad to be here with anybody that's joining us.
I would like to apologize about the delay. There was a glitch in Facebook going live, and we had
Facebook
to reschedule
glitches, everybody.
all the
What do you
time.
expect, right?
Absolutely. Well, we are here. We're here to have an amazing interview. We got so much to talk about. We're going to talk about everything from his signature Viper guitars to his own personal hot sauce, which I can't wait to taste. By the way, one day I will soon.
I'm going to get you some, baby. It's all good.
Everything David's got coming up, what he's working on, his album, everything. David, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Savage Ladies of Metal, all of you that are involved. Yeah, there's been a lot going on with me, since the pandemic, during it, after it. A lot of changes, as we all know, through life. Things change, always do. Sometimes change is good, sometimes change isn't good. It's just how you learn to roll with it and make the best of it. And I just keep surviving after everything that's happened to me, and I'm glad to be here and have three tremendous bands, previous bands I'm in now, a whole new line of Viper guitars. These are two out of the first three, DS7 Fafnir Dragon, DS6, they're both shred machines, and we're currently working on the DS8, and then we'll do a whole nother duplicate with different colors, new ideas. Jeff Heitman from Viper Guitars, my main guy out of California. A lot of other great artists on there they have as well. Lloyd Wallace, Jimmy Bell from Autograph. Just a great guy. We met about 2 years ago, talked about working together, and I looked at some of his guitars he sent me, checked them out. We basically designed my whole body from the ground up, the headstock, the way the neck joins the body, pickups, tremolo. I've been an EMG guy before I was ever in MANOWAR. Ernie Ball guitar string, custom Kaler tremolos, my own shred bar from Gary Kaler. Thanks him for that. And we built them. We did 2 prototypes until we finally got it together. And I'm happy to be with Viper Guitars. And another guy that's involved with us is R.D. Robert Daniels from Third Coast Guitars at 159 Racine Street, Chicago. I've been with that man and that company for 30 years. And there's nothing on this planet he can't touch when it comes to guitars and not make better. This guy, from every guitar company I've been with, which I'm not going to mention other names, people that know me, know who I've been with. Anything I've done homegrown, even with Jeff at Viper, building these phenomenal guitars, we got RD involved because it's going under the hood of the guitars and getting into the dark fine tuning to get them to go from like 0 to light speed in a second, which is kind of like how I play. And these guitars are built for me, my playing, my attitude, which, a lot of people that know me and love me, and there's people that probably don't, and I don't give a shit. Don't come to the show. I don't care. I got plenty of people around the world that will and do and buy my records. Plenty of students. I do great. I only care about the people that like me, my family, my friends, my best friends, musicians, former musicians. There's haters for everybody out there. I don't give a shit. Die. I don't care. Stay home and practice and go write your own fan mail. That's all I got to say. I don't give a shit.
I always tell people, if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong if you don't have haters.
It comes with the job and anything in life.
Yeah.
And, RD gets under the hood and gets things dialed in for me. And now, with Jeff at Viper, his people, me and RD, we're working together, the three of us, to build these tremendous machines that I'm so happy with. And I'll show everybody a little closer since we're doing this. This is the DS6.
That is beautiful.
3 EMGs, 85 SA, and then, the 81. Everybody could see. Viper guitar, there you go. DS6, David Shankle shred machine.
Yes.
Locking tuning keys. locking guitar jack. The vibrato, this is Kahler custom made for me with stainless steel rollers and springs that you just can't buy, even though all their stuff is great. The bar is a little longer and straighter. You get a little bit more pull out of it. I've been using these for pretty much almost my whole career. What's beautiful is the super cutaway on the back. I'm trying to follow this right in face here for everybody. The cutaway, it's a bolt-on with 5 screws, but if you look at the way the neck is joined to the body, it's like a ski hill that goes down. So if anybody could see this, and I'll be doing other videos on all 3 guitars, and a lot of great stuff with these guitars. So when you slide up the neck, you don't got that whole ball joint to hit your hand, and the thumb slides right up. When you could get all the way up on the high strings, look at all that clearance you got. All the problem areas are out of the way, and you could get right up here. Look at that. You could see right through if you can. Nothing's hitting the hand, and that's that cutaway. And the point, the design, this down is kind of our own thing. And, you could just get up on there, and nothing's going bam, 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 and doing that. And this was the paint job for the first one. I tried a few other different things, and we both didn't care for them. It's my own custom inlay, and then I've got the Dave Shankle. Now, this was his idea, the DS with the diamond for Diamond Dave, but I was like, that's David Lee Roth's thing, but it kind of looked cool, so we went with it for David Shankle. Whatever. Okay.
It's beautiful, man. Oh, yeah.
It's all good. So this is the first one that's done. People are already lined up to buy some. And if somebody wants one of my guitars like they bought when I was with other companies, that's great. If you don't want one, that's okay too. They're built for me. Like the 3 A's of my personality that I have lived by: attitude, aggressiveness, and appearance. And it has worked for me my whole life. And I play like that, look like that, been around the world and do it. And my guitars are weapons that are built for me. My amps, I'm a fractal guy. I've been with them 12 years as of my birthday, March 7th. And people use other amp modelers, real amps. That's all great. Everybody use what you like, what works for you. All of it's great. But, there's people that want to buy these. Jeff and I are happy, and we'll be releasing prices for these. Custom, hand-built from the ground up, all mahogany, neck and body, ebony fretboard, clampy nut, the whole 9 yards, custom made, not pressed off a machine. If you want one, great. If you don't, that's okay. There's plenty of other guitars out there somebody else can buy. Whatever works for you. I've got 32 guitars. You name it, I almost own it. But, one thing about having endorsements that I teach a lot of my students and younger people that are getting into bands and endorsements is, if there's something that I like, I will buy it. I don't need your endorsement if I really like it. But what's most important when you're with an endorsement company, Fran of Shred, okay, because you shred, is that you get along with the people you're working with and the relationship that you develop with the company. And many other companies I've been with, you've had different artist reps come and go, and they don't always see eye to eye with the guy that was working with me and maybe 30 other people that were with that company, and they want to change things. And, well, again, sometimes change is good, sometimes it's not. So it doesn't mean all these other guitars that I've endorsed and had built for me from other companies aren't great guitars still because I'm no longer endorsing the product. It just means I've moved on to different pastures and better things and people that I get along with, and time to make a change. And that's like anything. You know that.
Absolutely. So, now this DS7, man, this is beautiful.
This is the baby for me and Tony from GraveReign.
Yes.
When Tony and I decided to do GraveReign, I was in Valeside for a while helping him out, and we did Farm Rock, which is where I met the hot sauce people. We could get into that later. But this one here, I've always had a fetish for dragons. When I did the Triumph of Steel record with MANOWAR, which came out in 92, I mean, that's like 29 years ago or so, the very first song that I started putting together for Joey when he asked me, put ideas together. When I came in and replaced Ross and brought my own shoes, and Ross and I are best friends to this day. We always have been. He did what he did in MANOWAR. I brought my own thing into that band, just like Rhino did when he stepped in to play drums. Everybody did what they did. Like who you like, who was in MANOWAR, whatever. Those that love me, thank you. God bless you. Those that don't, fuck off. I don't care. Okay? This is the Fafnir Dragon. Okay? And how this came about, DS7, you know, the whole custom everything, 7-string pickups, single coil, 5-way switch, locking jack. I like the locking jack, even though I'm wireless, because I've seen people that use guitar cords that don't have it. Not that it happens often, but you could be playing and you're moving around and your footsteps on the cord and it goes bam. And then you'll look like a crumb in front of 500 people wherever you're playing. So you get these locking jacks, you got to push that button and hold it to even pull the cable. Kind of standard these days. But the story is, hope everybody could see that. Bear with me, I'm doing the best I can. Same cutaway. Look at that artwork. That was done by Bo Pittman out of Alabama that just does incredible airbrush work.
Are those eyes at the bottom? Are those eyes at the bottom?
Yeah, you can see right here, eyes.
That is
over here, and this is all gold. If you look, it's a gold chest, and I'll tell you the story of Fafnir, and he's blue. There's his name, if you could see it, I had put on.
Yeah.
Then again, Jeff with the logo, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. It's great. Cool. And then this headstock's a little different. He and I came up with. You know, and again, you know, locking tuning keys, and the back, you can see the cutaway, the 5 bolts, shimmed solid. So again, when you slide up, nothing's hitting your hand. When you get up to that low B string and you're stretching, I got a glove on right now. Let me take this off. This will be a little bit better. But as you can see, look at all that air. Look at all that air you got in there. Look at that. When you come up and play, there is nothing going kink, 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 all that bullshit. So the story is, when Tony said, I want you to give me another Dragon-type song, I said, okay, because that's what I do. And I did it for Feanor when we did Rise the Dragon off the Power of the Chosen One record. So when I was saying, here's the kind of the music I got going for it, you know, Tony brought up this idea about Fafnir. And I'm like, Fafnir, I think I've heard of that. And it's a story, you know, like anybody writing a book. Fafnir the Dragon was a blue dragon that did not shoot red flame. He would shoot blue mist. And if the mist got on you, you turn into a dragon. And he was arrogant, conceited, just cocky. Not that we know anybody like that, but that's the deal with that. And he would go around, steal all the gold from all the kingdoms he could find, and he would keep it for himself. And that's what he's doing in this picture. And the only way to kill him is you got to stab him with a sword from a king and then bust the sword off so he stays dead. If the sword comes out, he comes back alive. So when we came up with, Tony said, how about we do On the Wings of Fafnir? I'm like, okay, let's hear where we're going with it. So I found this picture, and I said, you know what? I got to own the rights to this. And our artist guy, Mike, that worked with Veilside all these years, incredible job he did. When we found the artwork, he designed the GraveReign cover, put all the photos in there, the lyric layout, everything. We got this, and I sent this actual artwork that I bought the rights to on not Amazon, from I can't think of the name of it right at this moment, but I bought the rights to it through Mike and the company, and then sent it off to Jeff at Viper, and it was a big square picture, like a 27-inch iMac computer screen, and he got it, analyzed it, put it in his computer, broke it down, and sent me pictures along the way, and that's what he came up with. I mean, just look at that. If I could get it in there for everybody. I mean, that was done by hand. Is that just incredible? Now, some people like guitar art, some people don't.
Right.
That's okay. I do. Yeah. You know, so that's the DS7, and we have the DS8 coming. which is not a single coil for that. So it's the DS6, 7, and 8. Same body design, headstock like this, but for an 8-string. And then we'll be doing another set of 3 different colors, few little changes. And then Jeff and I are talking about, because I'm known for extended frets, 29, 31 frets, doing a double neck, maybe a triple neck that'll have like a 6, 7, 8 string on it. Even if I use a double neck, with GraveReign, we tune a full step down, so the 6 string will be a drop C. The 7 string's a full step down, like regular, without the drop C. Then you got the 7 string. No matter what band I play in, Wings of Destiney, Feanor, I can be A440. And whether I'm using a 6 or 7, when I'm GraveReign or DSG, I tune a full step down, and I've got one guitar. All I got to do is change it to, and I could go to different necks, and it takes care of everything I need to do. And, we'll design the body so it's not too heavy, so, it's not like you're holding 200 pounds. So that's what's happening with the guitars. You could go to viperguitars.com, check out all the other wonderful guitars and other artists that are on there that have signature guitars, and these 2 are available. And we might do a limited run of this, because it's a DS7, we might only do 7 with this paint job because it was more for me as a one-off. We're considering it, but there's going to be more coming for people to choose from if you care to. If you don't, that's okay.
Yeah. But now you guys are
there you go.
You are working on creating a DS8. Is that correct?
Yes, DS8. That would be an 8-string.
Yes.
But that's about almost done. The difference with that, whether I'm A440 or tuned a full step down, and I better use this as a demonstration. I have one of my other flying V's over there I could grab and show. Is most guys that do an 8-string, this is your high E, it goes up to the low B in A440, and then your 8 string's a low F sharp. I'm already tuned down a full step. I have a bass player in the band. I don't need to go that low. My 8 string will be a high A string up above the E. So all this will be like a regular 7 string, and then when I get up to that E string, I got another high string to go to. So I can get up in that high violin range when I'm shredding, and down low into the somewhat cello range on there. That's for me, and it's really great for arpeggios because you got 8 strings and even things out and get those extra notes. That's just how I do it. I know there's a couple of other guys that do it that way. I got that flying V that's sitting over there, 8-string Gary Kaler had made for me in Japan out of the kindness of his heart, and it was always strung with an extra high A above the E because I like that higher screamy notes, for shredding. So that's what's coming with that one. So thank you for letting me show you those, and the people that are watching that give a shit what's going on,
Absolutely.
By the way, I want to say how cool your banner looks. That looks kick-ass. Your 2 hands like this, right when you sit in the screen, they're right above your head, like you're totally shredding. I mean, that's totally rocky. I love it. It's tremendous.
Yes. It kind of just looks like the word sage. My head's black and it's okay.
I love it.
So yeah, dude, that is awesome. But I hate to say this one. My charger is not working on my laptop, and I only have so much percentage. This is not. I have all kinds of problems with my laptop today. I only got a few percent left, like 4%, but that's probably about at least 6-8 minutes before I feel so bad. I'm so sorry about that. But we can still.
Yeah, you said you were starting to feel a little under the weather, and I certainly hope you do feel better.
You know what?
I really do.
The weather Chicago and the Midwest is having, forget it. So it's okay. Right. No, it's totally okay. Now you got a hot sauce in your name.
Yes, I do.
You want to talk about that real quick?
No, I'm just kidding. No,
that's fine. Just take shots of it.
I'm gonna make sure you get some. I will get you some personally.
Killer.
Yes, when I was playing with Valeside, Tony Angle, Rod Thomas and them, and God bless Bob Hilton, who's no longer with us. We love him dearly. Never forget him. Wonderful monster bass player. We were doing farm rock, and when I was on stage, Way off in the back of the field, I was looking at this, saw this big red truck. And it had these cool looking like demon wings and all this cool just metal red flame stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is that back there? So when I got done playing, we got off the stage. I walked all the way over there and met the two people that were running it, Jack and his wife Diana, not Jack and Diana, so don't go there. But they were the Hellfire Hot Sauce people. Hellfire Hot Sauce people. And I love hot sauce. So I was trying their stuff out. We got to know each other, hung out. And a couple of months later, he reached out to me and we talked about maybe doing a signature sauce. And at the time, I'm like, what do I know about hot sauce? I know I like it, but I don't know how you make it. I don't know anything about it. So we started talking a lot, emailing, texting, and I was doing investigating on hot sauce because my manager, Johnny Pettigrass, who's been with me since the day I walked in MANOWAR and walked out, and everything from all 3 DSG records to every band I'm in now with Feanor, GraveReign, and Wings of Destiney, he has been by my side. He's like, well, let's figure out what's going on here. So talks, managers, everybody involved. Everything worked out great, and we were going to get it going. And then something happened with them, and we put it on hold for a bit. But at the end of the day, here we are. We picked the pictures, and he started sending me samples of sauce. And I started learning more about it, 50% water, all these different, types of reapers, ghost peppers, jalapenos, all these different things, and garlics, and oils along that go with them, and salts and stuff that make up so many different varieties of hot sauce, so I could be more educated on it and learn what the hell was going on.
Right.
And even on every bottle, it has the ingredients is what's in there. You have to do that. So we decided to do it. We picked 2 of them. But I said, I don't want one that's the hottest in the world because I don't want my mouth to feel like a friggin' volcano exploded and you can't even taste the food.
Right. You like
There's some people.
You want to breathe like one.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And play like one. So
yeah.
I want to be able to still taste my food, but some people like mild, medium, or hotter. So we came up with what, in their opinion, was just like a kind of mild, and then one that was way hotter. So we named the mild one, okay, let's say full shred. Right. And then the hotter one we named to be the shred demon, because just things that go with my name and my style. And this was released for Halloween, if I get in there, with a guitar pick on it that people could buy.
There you go.
With my pick on it. And then this one here is the mild one. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it in there. So that's the mild one, and you give it a good shake and put it on whatever you want. Tacos, you name it. I lost you. If anybody's still there. There's the hotter one. There you go. We're possibly talking about a third one, but I can say no more. There you go. All good. I'm here. I lost Fran. So I'm hoping she comes back. If anybody's still there. Hi, I'm here. Check out viperguitars.com, hellfirehotsauce.com, Viper out of California, Jeff Hitman. If you're interested in guitar lessons, hit me up. Been doing it professionally for 33 years. All levels, all styles. We've been doing it at Milwaukee Music Academy. All great. I'm here. Maybe I'm talking to myself. I probably look like a freak. I don't know. But it's all good. Maybe we're alive. Maybe we're alive still. Maybe we're not. Maybe it went dead. So I'm here talking to myself in this screen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hang in, everybody, if you're still there. We're working on getting Fran back. Her computer, I think, overshredded. I think the hot sauce blew her computer out. I don't know what to tell you. We're doing what we can. I'm here. If anybody's there. Okay. I'm still here waiting patiently. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm here still. Yes, I'm still here. We're waiting on Fran. Hello. Do you like hot sauce? I do. Get some. Let's see what else is going on. Here, let me find something else to show you guys. How about that? Here, let me show you this. All of you that are there. There. I'll go through this. Here's my new... Here is my new Godin Classical that I bought online in mint condition. Look at this baby. Then I went and had it completely refretted, level and crowned the frets, added 2 extra frets to be 24, and had RD cut that out so you could slide right up on there and completely get up now all the way to the 24th fret, even with your third finger, and look at all that extra space you got. Shim the neck, put my custom fret wire on so you could just get all over in that baby. I love it. He did a phenomenal job with that guitar. We had to cut this back a little deeper so we could get in and make that happen, but it's good. This will go on a Gracie stand live so I can hold my electric and then get up and play. I think her computer's dead. It's not happening. So I'm talking to myself, to who's ever watching, and here you go, RD. Look at that. Did a great job on that. It's got the 13 pin so you can hook it up to a guitar synth, whatever you want, and trigger strings, keyboard, orchestral stuff while you play classical guitar. But you cannot buy it this way. He custom cut that out. 22 frets, made to 24, put my fret wire on, level and crown the frets, and look at that nice all access on that. Robert Daniel, Third Coats Guitars. Look at that. Is that cool? Isn't that beautiful? I love it. That's excellent. Let's see, what else we got? Hey, maybe I'll show you the 8-string V. You want to see that? Let's see if I can get that baby out. There we go. If anybody's still there, Gary Kaler made this for me. Right here. Flying V, was from Japan. But again, RD's hands got a hold of it. This was like probably 10 years ago, I think, when this was done. Look at that. 8-string Kahler tremolo, 808 X's. Look at that. Battery compartment. Satin black down. Kahler tremolo, obviously, if everybody could see that. Look at that. Our own nut we made for that. 8-string. So again, like I was talking about earlier, this plays regular 7-string. Okay, so if you go make a D chord, you can't do a D chord like you would on a normal 6-string or normal 7-string because you got the high A string here. Here's the E string right there. The A string's there. So you got to make a D chord and bring it up one set. Because when you're playing and you get up high, that E string is your second to last string. Then when you're doing arpeggios, it's like you get like almost a major shape, then minor. So you're like, and then into the minor. And when you do other arpeggios, you could go even across the string. I'm sorry I'm not plugged in. I didn't think this was going to happen. And it works out very nicely for you guys that are into 8-string guitars. So I guess that's for that. I think she's gone. I think something happened. I hope all of you were checking this out. It is what she said. Her battery is dead now. I didn't bring my charger. So we're really sorry. So I'm going to say goodbye. But there's my new babies. ViperGuitars.com. Check them out. Hellfire Hot Sauce. GraveReign starts rehearsals in the middle of July, into July. So Tony and I will be bringing Destination Aftermath to the band live. Wings of Destiny, Rise Above Them All. First single. Working on the second one. Writing new Feanor music now and new music for GraveReign with Gabriel Anthony on drums and Mick Lucid, the Beast, on bass. And a surprise coming for all the MANOWAR fans with something I'm doing with Wings of Destiny that is going to blow you people away when you hear what we did. So there you go. Everything is great. Thank you. I guess I'll say goodbye. See you guys out in the clubs. Love you all. Shred on. One more thing, Jeff Kylo, Abbey Oak. We did all the high harmonies, and we probably will again. Abbey Oak of Shred. Thank you.